So today I'm teaching you how to make chicken biryani. The ingredients you need, of course, is chicken, onion, tomatoes, ginger, garlic, mint, all the spices that you require, lemon, and yogurt. So these are the ingredients primarily, and um, enjoy the chicken biryani.
Here I have like 1 kilo of chicken. It's like a biryani cut. Basically, it has to be big. Take 2 spoons of ginger garlic paste. I'm going to add fresh yogurt to that. This is like homemade curd. Indians all have it in their house. If you don't, just use fresh yogurt, plain. 1 big spoon of red chili powder. 1 big spoon of turmeric powder. And 1 big spoon of salt. So I'm going to just leave this and marinate it at least maybe for an hour or two to get the best results. Make sure that you also add fresh lime here. Freshly squeezed lime. I'm going to like add this in here and then just let it sit and marinate for an hour. 3 cups of biryani. So for that I've taken 3 medium-sized onions, 6 green chilies and 3 tomatoes and some ginger garlic paste. So how it works is, guys, if you're making 1 cup, you need 1 onion, 2 green chilies and 1 tomato. If you're making 2, it's 2 onions, 4 green chilies, 2 tomatoes. And 3 cups is 3 onions, 6 green chilies, 3 tomatoes, and ginger garlic paste is according to your taste. Got it? I've taken 3 cups of basmati rice, guys, and I'm just pre-soaking it. Soaking it for 30 to 45 minutes. So while this is soaking, I'm going to get the other stuff ready. Spices I'm going to need to saute is cardamom, star anise, the long black pepper, cloves, and some cinnamon stick. Take a pressure cooker. I'm going to add ghee in this, guys, not regular oil, because this is biryani and biryani is rich. You can use oil, it's your choice. Since I make this like once in a blue moon, I'm just going to go full on. So I'm going to add 3 to 4 spoons of ghee and then pop these in. Before and after which I will pop in my green chilies, onions, the ginger garlic paste, and then finally the tomatoes, and add salt, turmeric powder, and the red chili powder, the one that I have, right, which is 2 spoons of coriander and 1 spoon of pure red chili powder. I'm going to add maybe 1.5 spoons of that because we already have green chili here. I don't want it to be too spicy. And let it all cook into a nice big mush before I will add my marinated chicken to it and then give it 1 whistle. I've added the spices, guys, and I've added the green chili first so that it will take the heat off. And now I'm going to add the onions to this. Now I've added the red chili powder, the turmeric powder, and the salt. I'm just going to blend all this in. Next, I've added a nice big spoon of the ginger garlic paste. There it is. And then I'm just going to let all of this saute really well. And then I'll add the tomatoes. Masala is kind of nicely cooked and done. I'm going to dump in the marinated chicken that I have inside this, give it a swirl, maybe add half a cup of water and let it cook for like 1 minute. 1 whistle. Cook it till you get 1 big whistle and then just switch it off because it should be like semi-done. The remainder gets done in the rice in the big pot. Okay, I've added the chicken in. I have the masala and the chicken cooking, and I rinsed off the water from the remainder thing. I've dropped it in here. Now I'm going to close the lid and let it boil till I get 1 whistle done out of it. The first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I've taken my big container, pan, pot, whatever, and I've added some oil. I'm going to fry these onions so that at the end of the biryani I can kind of put them on top. So I'm going to do that first before I start the process. Okay, here is just frying these onions so that they're nice and golden brown, and then I'll keep them aside. The same pot, guys, I've added 3 spoons of ghee, okay, to the existing oil. I'm going to add my 4 what is this called, bay leaf. I'm going to add 4 bay leaf. Let it crackle maybe. Hold on 1 sec. Okay, let it kind of like maybe just blend in with the oil. And then to this I'm going to be adding my rice. Okay, I'm going to be adding the basmati rice. I'm going to strain it, add it, kind of like just semi-cook it for a bit with a little bit of salt because that helps with not letting the rice all stick together. It won't be a big mush. It will kind of be like separate. Okay, so I'm going to add in the rice and a spoon of salt and kind of semi-fry it a bit, not fry it, but like saute it before I add the water. So I've added the rice in here, guys, and then you can see there's the salt. I just added a spoon of salt, and I'm going to roast this for, like, I would say 3 to 5 minutes. Be careful when you're doing it because the rice is delicate. You don't want to break it, so be gentle. I'll probably do it till the water kind of goes off. See, there's a little bit of water in the bottom. So I'm going to do it till it's like kind of dry before I dump in my whole chicken thing and then add the required amount of water. So the way the water works is 1 cup is to 2. So for every cup of basmati rice, you have to add 2 cups of water. But because I'm doing this in a pot and not in a pressure cooker, I might just have to add a little bit of extra water. Also remember, your chicken is semi-cooked, your rice has been soaking, so don't add too much water or you'll be having a stew for dinner and not biryani, okay? Saute this for 5 minutes, like I said, with the salt, a little bit of salt. I am now going to dump that all into this, okay? I'm going to put this in slow and then dump all of that. So I've dumped in the chicken here, guys. You can see it already has water. I'm going to assume that there are already 3 glasses of water in here, okay? To which now I have measured 3 glasses of water here. I rinsed it off the pressure cooker. I'm going to add this in here. Keep it in fast. And guys, the main ingredient for biryani is pudina, which is mint. I am going to sprinkle that in here and let it all cook in with the rice. And let's all pray that this biryani turns out well, because I created so much hype about it last night in my house that we're going to have biryani and mutton curry for lunch. So I'm going to keep checking in the middle to see that this is well done. I'm going to close this with a lid, guys. And because it's not a pressure cooker, I'm going to put in some rocks on top of this. Before you put the lid on, guys, make sure that you taste it for salt and chili, because this is your only chance that you can add in some. I'm not a fan of chili, but the salt has to be right, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a taste and then I am going to put the lid on, okay? Fine. So I put on top a rock and my pounding thing, because it's heavy. It's going to hold the lid down. So now let's say a little prayer and hope this turns out well. So I just took the lid off, guys, and you can tell that my biryani is done. To this now, I'm going to add the crushed, the fried golden onions on the top, and then put the lid back on again. I'm going to switch it off because there's still a lot of heat in it and I want it to like completely remain. So where are my rocks? FYI, I love collecting rocks from different countries I visit. I think this was from Malaysia, from the Langkawi Island. I picked that one up from there. So there, that's a little trivia for you. So enjoy your biryani.